Guys, my name's Mandy Fisher and I am St Hilda's old girl, and I attended St Hilda's from 1993 through to 1997 as a day girl. The subjects that I took here, I'll start with probably my 7th form year because that's probably the most recent that I can remember. I took geography, biology, art history, chemistry and economics. And I would have to say that my favourite teacher was Mr. Hargett. He was amazing and he was so good to all of us. So he took me for my geography and art history classes. He made it very exciting. You know, he likes to throw in a couple of twists and turns along the way to keep it interesting, but he was great. We went on loads of excursions to keep it fun, and he used to make us get little rock samples from Lawyer's Head at the beach to actually complete our geography assignments, so that was quite entertaining. My time at St Hilda's was amazing. To be fair, it was life-changing because I think that if I had gone to a different school, I really don't know if I would be where I am today. So yeah, it helped me in so many ways, and I really believe that it changed the course or path that my life went on, attending university. And so I was always such a sporty girl, not so much academic. And that was great actually at St Hilda's because, you know, they were such an inclusive school. It helped me to really get into the academic side, but also my sporting side. I was really supported in both of those areas, so I felt like the academic side flourished because of it. But yes, I think that together with all those things, it helped me become the confident, I guess, self-believing woman that I am today, which is really important because it's a big old scary world out there when you're a teenager. My best moment at St Hilda's, well, there were so many, it was actually really hard to think of one, reflecting back on it. But I think the best moment or moments were the ones with my friends and all the friends that I made. I think that's what makes the school special. It's your network of people and the teachers, and it's like one big family. So I think that having the opportunity to be friends with a lot of girls from different backgrounds, like farms and from all around Otago and Southland, it really made for some incredible opportunities, going out to their farms and staying and getting to experience tailing and all these other things that, you know, basically a city girl, even though I was from a wee rural town, just doesn't get to do on a daily basis. So that was pretty exciting. I would have to say one of the most memorable experiences was doing the Kepler, and I think that was 6th form or 7th form PE. That was amazing. That was just such a cool experience, and I'll never forget some of the fun things that we did along the way, but also everything that's involved in that, behind that experience, which is planning your trip, taking your meals, dehydrating all the meals for days and days before we had to pack up, and it teaches a lot of life skills, and I think that's one thing that's stayed with me throughout my time. One of the funniest moments was in music. We had music, I think it was on a Wednesday afternoon with Mr. Madden, and he was also our economics teacher, and he popped out of the class for about half an hour to do some paperwork, and while he did, we all thought we'd get together and make a rap, because that's what you do in the 90s, you rap, and it was pretty entertaining. It was made up of all the other schools around Dunedin, so when he came back into the classroom and we were all rapping away and playing musical instruments. He probably thought, oh my goodness, I can never leave this class alone again. But it was so entertaining, like the laughs, and he was laughing as well. It was pretty funny. My worst moment at St Hilda's. Do you know what? I actually struggled the most with this question. I don't think there was a really bad moment at St Hilda's, or if there was, it's not one that was, it wasn't really bad, but I do remember sitting in the Whitby hall for all our exams and freezing, shivering and looking at the wee bar heaters up on top of the roof that were all pointing the wrong way, and thinking, oh my goodness, I wish I brought my sleeping bag. It was so cold. So that would probably be my worst moment. My best achievement at St Hilda's. Well, to be fair, as I said before, I was a real sporty girl. So it's the sports achievements that probably stick with me the most. And I remember that rugby had just started for girls when I was in 5th form, and we put one of the first teams into the competition for our first 15, and we actually ended up the second year taking out the secondary schools competition trophies. That was pretty exciting. And the same year we actually, I think it was our senior A touch team, actually took out the same trophy for touch, which was awesome. It was like a WME, so I was pretty excited about that. My favourite classes were definitely geography and art history. I loved biology as well, because Mr Hacker, he just made it so fun, and he'd always bring in all these cool artefacts and lots of art, and we'd go on cool excursions to the art gallery. We would watch lots of videos as well. That was pretty cool. I just really loved it, and I did art history actually at university because he definitely fostered a bit of a passion for it. How do I think technology is infused into my education at St Hilda's? We actually still had typing classes. So we had typing classes with Mrs Day. All the typewriters would be set up. We'd all be sitting side by side. We weren't allowed to look at our hands. We had to do the touch typing. They were electric typewriters though, so that was pretty fancy. I was terrible. I was so terrible. I'm pretty sure even Mrs Day said to me, "You're just not getting the hang of this, are you?" And I wasn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't move my fingers without looking at them and hit the right keys. So what she used to do is she would lead us into the, I think it was called the technology room, so that we could, at lunchtime, so that we could use the computers, which were like Amiga 500s. And we would go on them and make cards and little posters, like that was about the extent of the graphics on there. So she let us do that, I think, because she felt so sorry for us because we really weren't getting the typing. Luckily I wasn't the only one, but it wasn't my strong suit. And family members. I had my cousin who was quite a bit older than me, I think she's 10 years older than me. She came here, and so my sister and I, she was a boarder, and so she used to come out to Karitani with about 3 of her friends and stay, and we used to go with them and explore like the beach and everything else, and we would just follow them around like little lambs. We would be so excited. They would come out in their homespun jerseys, eartexes, these little bandanas that they used to wear, which were either in a red or a blue with white dots on. It was like a Barney thing. And it was really cute. We used to like get little handkerchiefs and stick them into our tops because we thought that we would look, be just like them. So that was funny, and we'd listen to all their stories and everything that they used to get up to at the boarding hostel, so that was pretty fun. So I think my sister and I, we wanted to come here from, I think we would have been about 7 or 8, maybe even younger. So yeah, it was destined to be that we ended up coming to St Hilda's, but yeah, it was amazing. I have to say that the biggest thing that St Hilda's taught me would be, don't be afraid to fail, just be excited to fly, because that's one thing that when you're a teenager and you're growing up and going through everything that life has to throw at you, it takes a while to find your feet and find yourself, and I think you're always scared that you don't want to try something new because you don't want to fail. But I think the big thing to remember is you're better off to try and to fail than wonder and have regrets. So I think that's a big thing. And also family, your network, looking after your friends and your peers. It just teaches kindness, respect, makes you into the well-rounded person that you'll be at the end of it. It's an exciting journey, and I tell you what, that last day of school is very sad. Exciting but very sad at the same time.